I just have to tell you about my ordering my pump supplies. I ordered them last week and I'm trying to get my refills of everything, which I've done before. I did it in February. It was no problem. They sent me everything. I got it within a week. It was no problem. So comes time to order again. I placed my order with my pump company. They're great. They're like, we'll email you. You'll know when everything goes out. That's great. Then a little more than a week's gone by and I'm trying to figure out why I haven't gotten any email. I haven't gotten any phone calls. So I'm a little concerned. So I call my pump company to see what's going on. And she's like, well, it looks like we're waiting for a PA, which is a prior authorization. I'm like, okay, well, I thought that because they were secondary, they didn't need... This is my secondary insurance company. So when my main insurance company approves something, my secondary automatically is supposed to pay. That's what I've been told by several different people. She's looking at a couple different things and she's like, well, it does say something here about needing one, but then here it says we don't. She's like, I'm going to check into this, but I'll send you some emergency kits since you're about out. That way you have some just to get you through. Well, they're out of the emergency insertion kits that I normally use. They sent me a Quickserter set. So I think that's what they call it, Quickserter. Anyway, they send it to me. It's quite a bit different from the one I normally use. The one I normally use is really easy to take off when I want to get in the shower. It's really easy to put back on. I mean, it's really just very simple. It slides in. It clicks really loud and obvious. I don't have to really even think about it. This one is different in the way that when you squeeze the prongs together on the side, you have to also turn it just enough and then pull up and off, and then you have to do it the same way opposite to put it back on. But when you turn it, it doesn't really click very loud as far as I can tell, so it's hard to tell when it's back in its proper place. I've been, you know, struggling with some blood sugars, getting it off and on, but it's at least helpful. I call my pump company again because, again, I haven't heard anything. And I talked to a different girl. She's like, well, it says here that we do need a PA, but hold on, let me put you on hold. I'm like, okay. She talks to a supervisor and they decide to... Well, they don't decide. They figure out that they don't actually need the PA because it is secondary, which is great for me. I don't have to wait for this prior authorization to come through. They go ahead and she's like, we're going to send everything out. You'll get it overnight and you'll be all set to go. Great. Awesome. Because this inserter set is kind of wreaking havoc on my blood sugars. I get the kits. I'm super excited to just change it, have everything new. I don't have to worry about it. So I get off of work and I'm getting ready to come home and change it. And my CGM is alerting to a high blood sugar. It's telling me I'm above 400 and it's got arrows going up. And I'm like, oh, great. I kind of feel crappy, but I was a little shocked to see that it's above 400. I check my blood sugar. Sure enough, I'm 442. I take a syringe and give myself an injection of insulin so I don't have to wait, because I still had to come all the way home and change it. So I didn't want to wait that long. Obviously, you don't want to wait that long. I get home, I change my whole set, get my normal one back in gear. I'm really excited. But then it still takes like four hours to get my blood sugar to come back down. I think that because of the pulling I kept doing on that inserter set, that it was not giving, or maybe it was because I didn't have it clicked in all the way. I'm not really sure. I kept checking, but it was really hard to tell. But I don't think I was getting the basal amount that I was supposed to be, and that, of course, wreaks really bad havoc. I mean, 30 minutes to an hour for me and with no basal, and I'm in huge trouble. I think that's what was going on. Really, the point of this video, though, is just because I feel like I'm constantly battling with my insurance company, and at least my secondary insurance company, about my supplies. And I'm thinking, my disease, this is something I live with on a daily basis, and I'm going to need these supplies on a daily basis until they come up with a cure. So unless there's one that you're aware of that I'm unaware of that I should have had, I need these supplies, so I need you to give them to me. And I literally won't survive without them. So to get to that point where I have nothing left and I can't get anything, I'm going to die without them. And it won't take very long, you know? I mean, if I have to give myself shots, I can do that, except I need insulin to do that. And I have the fast-acting insulin because I put that in my pump. But what about the long-acting insulin? I haven't needed that for a while, so I don't have one that's good that I could use, you know? They'd probably need a PA for that too. So it's a constant battle. But really my point is that you just have to fight, and you just have to know that this is for you and what's important, and you know what you need. So you just have to make sure to continue to fight for it, because you're the one I'm constantly on the phone with my insurance company, calling them and saying, what's going on? Where is this? What is going on? I need this. It has nothing to do with my pump company. They've been fabulous. I really appreciate them. But the battle with my insurance company is constant. So I hope that you guys can fight for it too, because I feel like I'm doing everybody's job for them, but it's for my own life, and it's important, obviously, for me. So I'm willing to do it. It's frustrating, and I get mad, and I want to scream at them. But in the end, I just have to do it so I can get my stuff, so I can survive. I just feel like we shouldn't have to do that all the time. We shouldn't have to fight for what we obviously are going to need, because yeah, I have a doctor's appointment. Yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But guess what? It's still going to be the same. So anyway, I hope you guys found this informative. I hope you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.